Hello, welcome to Law Master's Lair. I'm your Law Master, here today for another look at the world of Galorian, specifically the nations of Tian Xia. We find ourselves today in one of the most changed nations of the region, the nation of Bachuan. Let's get started. Originally founded under the collapse of the Yizing Empire, this nation became a major trade route, which led to being a priority conquest for Longwu. Led dry by the newer empire, one young farmer, Grandfather Pei, led a revolution to take the nation back. However, it was as a head of a movement determined to create an idealized society, and it dragged the nation through many hardships in order to try to reach that point. After Grandfather Pei's death and the ascension of his wife Pu Yemen to leadership, the nation found itself on the verge of collapse as people were leaving in droves. But then two guests swooped in to turn the direction of the country. The first, mathematician Shui Jing, charmed her way into the court and brought about legal changes which reversed the country's collapse. Second, the Ruby Phoenix herself, in her attempt to reconcile the damage she had done over her lifetime of forced collection, invested in the country in exchange for them giving the people she had displaced into her collection, the tapestry people, a modern home. Now the nation is on the rise, but the path it will take is still open. When it comes to culture, the great focus on style is minimalist and uniform. You can spot a citizen by their dress from quite a distance away. Teaching is a contestant issue, as many people are created to brainwashing. I wonder what that's like. Anyway, most people are taught by family members instead. As for the tapestry people, they can be descended from up to 3 or 4 unique cultures, and therefore are some of the most unique people in the entirety of Tian Xia, much less in the country. And any uniformity between them is likely rare. The Tian Xia is what makes up the majority of humans in the area. The nation also has a noble population of kitsune, kobolds, catfolks, rat folks, and lizard folks, especially when it comes to the tapestry people. For the nation's neighbors, there are also notable populations of goblins, ogres, and oni. The official state religion is atheism, but with the loosening of the stranglehold of the nation's ideals, some old worship has begun to sprout back up, the main figures of faith being Haifeng, Kafusachi, and Qizong. The government of the nation is the Sun Chamber, a group which runs the country but is led directly by a supreme leader, currently Grandmother Pei. She has, at least on paper, final say in all decisions, though the recent changes in the law have the nation divided into 6 regions, with factions of the chamber taking over the local governance of it, but at this time, the supreme leader still holds absolute sway. From the tapestry people, the 7-tongued elders, the eldest ones of each of the 7 different language groups of the people, are the ones who make decisions, but their main goal in their decision making at this time is to try to find their people's ancestral land. Anything else? Mostly they're free to make their own decisions. On to locations. The nation is separate from Rongot through the Zhongdao River, and in turn its north is famed as one of the longest coastlines, famed for its beaches. 2/3 of the nation is flatland, while the parts which are hilly have also gone through reforestation thanks to efforts under Grandfather Pei. Peja, the capital, was a perfectly planned town which was mostly stood empty throughout history. though the turn in fortunes have started to turn around as well. The influx finally giving some of those old homes uses. That said, the Tapestry people developed their own capital for their wide-scattered people, Bayfen, where the seven-tongued elders live. The famed 10,000 summer palace, the separately named Lungwu Winter Palace, also still stands in the region, though now in disuse. Which brings us to the end of today's video. An interesting mix today of ambition turned to control, of uniformity, and of influx to something new. We have to see where the nation is 10 years on. But either way, next week we have another God video. See you all then.